Am I the scumbag for calling my mom when my husband refused to listen to me? I, 26 female, recently moved into my first home. I am also 4 months pregnant with our first baby. The pregnancy has been very hard. I have horrible morning sickness. It really reached a bad point where I passed out and hit my head, and my doctor admitted me to the hospital for a week. When I got home, my husband allowed his brother's family to move into 2 of our 3 bedrooms. They were evicted, I don't know why. My office was tossed into our room, papers everywhere. The house is a complete wreck. Trash, dirty clothes, used diapers. I started to cry. It was like a light switch flipped. My husband was no longer the same. My husband told me it wasn't that bad. My reply was, "Fine, then you should have to clean the house before I wake up." Completely exhausted, I fell asleep for 4 hours. I woke up and went to get a drink of water, but I couldn't. Every glass we own is scattered around the house. They didn't clean a single thing. I passive-aggressively started to pick up the dirty dishes and wash them. The following morning, I was trying my best to work when the kids were crying non-stop, banging on the walls. Their mom was in her room for hours ignoring them. When my husband came home, he was upset with me over I didn't make his brother's wife feel welcome in our house by helping with the kids when she was tired. Then continued to complain how nothing was done while he was at work all day in the house. Yep, the same one he didn't clean. That led to a fight where I told him I am too sick to have company and they need to leave. To which he replied they are his family and he won't kick them out. I started to cry again. I was beyond frustrated, exhausted. I physically couldn't do it anymore. I called my mom asking if I could come stay with her, telling her the whole story in front of my husband, who at this point was completely shocked and angry. Also, I could tell he wasn't sure what to do. My mom came with my brothers. I have 3 older brothers. My mom was super angry and told my husband, "Since your family can stay, so can we." My mom quickly took charge. I was sent to bed. My brothers started cleaning and complaining loudly how disgusting brother-in-law's family is, along with what a horrible husband my husband is for putting me through this while I'm sick. I got a text message from my mother-in-law calling me a scumbag for not helping my husband clean up the house and putting my brother-in-law in an uncomfortable position by having my mom boss him around. When my mother-in-law showed up, she was super angry outside. I could hear her shouting, but couldn't understand what was said. Once inside, she was shocked. My house looked really bad. My brother-in-law lied about what happened. My mother-in-law quickly started to help my mom in the bossing mode. My house is not just cleaned, but deep cleaned. My brother-in-law and his kids are now staying with mother-in-law. She didn't know about the eviction. My in-laws helped them financially a couple months ago. My mother-in-law was not happy about it at all. Sister-in-law refused to come out of the bedroom. She would scream through the door, but that was about it until her family came to pick her up. Last little bit, I did talk to my husband. He seemed very remorseful. I asked for some space. He is staying at a hotel. He asked to come by and talk to me tonight. My mom and dad are here. Both moms felt like I should have someone here since I'm sick. Both moms have set up a meal plan too, where they trade off who will bring dinner. It was my mother-in-law's idea. Thank you all for the advice. I truly appreciate it. Talk with husband. Summed up since it lasted 4 hours. It was a hard talk. He is remorseful. Brother-in-law was only supposed to stay a couple of nights, then leave. Originally, he thought he would be gone before I got home. He said he is tired and emotionally upset at himself. When I originally passed out, my husband left to help a friend move. He came home and found me. He said he has no idea how long I was on the floor hurt. He was originally scared and thought I had died. Since then, he's had nightmares, on top of dealing with his family drama. He admitted to dumping the frustration onto me when it's not his fault. He begged me for another chance. The next steps. We are still separated. He plans on staying at my brother's house. We are going to go to a marriage counselor and individual counseling. He asked if he could come home when the health nurse comes each night to my doctor's appointments. I agreed to that. Update on brother-in-law. His wife admitted to having an affair. She told him she got married too soon and doesn't want the responsibilities of being a mom anymore. I'm not sure what will happen with him and his kids, but I'm shocked that she feels this way, especially with her kids.